Καλώς ήρθατε. Welcome to another It's All Greek to Me show by Homol Karaist. I do understand if you think I've been talking too much. So today Xavier is going to speak. He's an old friend of mine, a biker as well. We met in Austria when he had problems with his BMW. Yes, they also have trouble. Xavier is not only running the beach bar here in Markisa, but also the Mai Tai in the center in Kolonaki. And on top of that, with his partners, he's having a restaurant in Florida, Miami Beach. So he will tell us how this year was for him, business-wise as well as personally. Got out of Miami just in time before they closed down there and arrived in Greece, where you have a bar on one of the most famous and most busy beaches south of Athens. And what happened then?
First of all, thank you for coming here. Actually, I was trapped here. I'm almost 11 months here. So that doesn't mean that I miss Miami more than here. But the situation got ugly quickly. So we opened up in May from the first lockdown here in Athens, in Greece, in generally. Things were not so good, but the feeling was good. It was summer, people wanted to get out and stuff like that, so everyone got out. And then the situation got out of control. We as businesses, we try to do our best, but you cannot control the crowd that is locked for 3 months, and they are desperate to go out just to get a drink. I mean, it's amazing, huh?
Yeah.
Just to get a drink. So this is what got us here.
But at least during the summer, people were outside. So your bar on the beach is relatively, well, it's not really, it's airy. So basically, the problems that, for instance, Austria had with its tourists in the bars, in the ski resorts, where they are locked in a narrow room, you didn't have them here.
Yeah, I think that the problem didn't came from the tourism, because the official numbers were expecting about 25% of the last year tourism, and we only got 5 or 6, I think.
Yeah.
So the virus spread was mainly domestic.
Yeah, and especially, if I may say this, the PLF, this passenger locator form, which Greece came up with in June already, actually I think was a good idea, and now is going to be adopted by the whole European Union, because like this they could track down the cases, which is one of the most important things to get the control over the disease.
I'm not saying that the government didn't act fast or in the right way. I'm saying that we were sure that the people of Greece will do what the officials will say, and most of us, we did.
Yes, everybody.
Because I think we are responsible, and we want this stuff to end. But at the end of the day, it's a virus that you cannot see, man.
Yeah.
You cannot deal with it.
Not really, yeah.
Να το κλείσω,
So, how was the business then on the beach bar?
The business was good, actually. I mean, in May and until mid-July, the domestic tourism was the main force for our businesses.
Yeah.
So everyone was out. I mean, Everyone was out, not in the bad way,
Yeah.
but you know, it's summer, the beach bar was full.
Well,
Although we lost our 50% of our income.
still.
Still.
Still. Okay, and then summer ended and you opened shifted your interest to kolonaki, to Mai Tai, the bar. And how was this going?
I feel lucky because I have different businesses with different styles. So that is my business logic, if I can say. So the Kolonaki is an area of Athens which is totally different from the southern suburbs that we are now. People is out during the morning hours, then late at night. So Mai Tai is a meeting point actually for lawyers, doctors, writers, and
Journalists.
Journalists, yeah, of course, like you. So it's a meeting point actually to go there, spend some time, and discuss your day with your friends because everyone is a friend there.
Yeah.
They're not guests. Everyone knows everyone.
So in the beginning it was more or less business as usual.
Yeah, yeah, because you were forced to close, for example, at midnight.
Yeah.
You could not take unseated guests
Yeah.
inside. So the capacity played a huge role for every business.
But then you even had to close earlier.
Yeah. Close earlier, don't have music.
Yeah.
In some cases, you couldn't serve alcohol. I mean, it's
Yeah.
crazy, man.
Which is actually for a bar that's like you go to a ski resort and you're not allowed to ski.
I know that these decisions are made from every government in the EU. But if you ask me, the first thing that they should have done is to control the public transportation, for example,
Yeah.
especially in Greece, and put some guidances in a logical way, not to be horizontal, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Not close everything down.
Exactly. Yeah.
Separate the businesses
Yeah.
from the clubs, for example, the clubs, the restaurants, and the bars.
Yeah.
Because people want to go out, man.
Yeah.
You not go out to cause problems or to party all the time. You just want to go out to have a coffee or a gin and tonic,
Yeah.
for example.
Yeah. And especially in Greece, this is what I thought and I was hoping for, with a climate that is very much nicer than the one we have in the rest of Northern Europe, Central Europe.
It is.
They could have left open the outside, I think, but
It is.
well, as I understand, that's a difficult decision. So now, how long have you been closed now? Because we are in the longest lockdown of Europe here in Greece.
I will say not lockdown, but we are operating with our engines half, maybe less than half,
Yeah.
from March.
Yeah.
Because they're opening up, they're closing down, and we're like the accordion, you know, the instrument. So the problem is not for businesses. Good businesses are going to survive. The problem for me is that this situation has a big imprint in our psychology,
Yeah.
in our souls. You know what I mean? You cannot hug anymore. You cannot kiss anymore. You cannot be close to anyone. And this imprint is gonna be, I think, for me, the big problem for the years to come.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's see when a vaccination is available, when it's been rolled out, how many people will get vaccinated, because unfortunately there's a lot of, I would call them idiots, that don't think of the others but only of themselves. They are afraid of the side effects of the vaccination and they are never thinking about the side effects of the disease.
Listen, everything has side effects.
Yeah.
If you drive drunk, you have side effects.
Exactly,
for example.
yes. Yes.
If you go alone at night in some places that you've never been before, you have side effects.
Yes.
Now it's tough. We're gonna be closed, the government said, until 7th of January, but I think it's gonna be furthermore. I don't know.
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
something we will.
They're
we
not
will.
stupid. They will support businesses and employees. But
What support do you get from the government? That's actually a very important question.
that's a nice question. Actually, we're not getting support. We're getting loans.
Yeah,
They calculate your loss income and how many employees you have, and they are giving you some money that you're forced to get back to them the 50% of that money.
50%.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically you get a 50% subsidy.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And the other 50% you have to pay it in 5 years time or 10 years time with 1% rate.
Okay.
It's nothing, but imagine that some businesses now we're talking, they're paying a high rent
Yeah.
and they're closed
Yes.
because they are located
Yes.
in good areas, like me,
Yeah.
for example. So the government doesn't pay for your rent. You just have a discount for 40%. Now they're discussing to take it to 8%.
Yeah.
Uh,
Which then would become a problem for the owner of the buildings.
exactly. So they have to think something else to give the money to the owners. It's like a chain, man.
Yeah. And Axi, so we're probably gonna talk around after the holidays when a new announcement has been made,
Yeah, hopefully.
how it's going to go on with us. And how are you spending your days here? I mean, you're lucky because you are in a, this is actually down there
Yeah, you can see the sea.
is the sea.
Yeah.
You have a pool, which of course for Christmas is not the most needed accessoire, but it's quiet, it's green, good air. So how you spend your days?
I'm taking some long walks. I'm playing tennis. I chat a lot. I read a lot. I mean, what else you can do?
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, what's going on in Miami, in your Florida shop?
Things are getting crazy again there, man. I'm talking every day with my partner there, and in Florida, for example, they have 10,000 cases per day. And New York is thinking to have a lockdown again, for example. I don't know what will happen with the vaccination, but they say that vaccination is not mandatory. Yeah, but if I cannot travel, if I cannot go to my work, I mean, without a vaccine, I mean, is it mandatory or not?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yes,
because
yes.
You don't have any other option.
Yeah. And although I'm usually not for forcing people to do something that everybody thinks is clever, in this case, I'm afraid we don't really have another choice.
Exactly. The good thing there is that the American is used to go out for lunch and for dinner.
Yeah.
So they're not go out every day now. But they go out.
Yeah.
So this is what holds us up. Here in Greece, everyone is cooking, for example.
Yes, yes, yes. More and more. I can smell in my house. So something like 11 o'clock, aromata start coming up. And I have to say, most of the people in my house are obviously good cooks.
I'm telling my friends from abroad that in Greece, you can smell during the day two basic smells. From 10 a.m. until noon, food, because they're cooking food, so you can smell gemista, pasticcio,
exactly.
macaronia με κιμά, whatever, and at night the fireplaces.
Yeah.
The smoke from the fireplaces.
Yeah. And Axi,